Good morning to everyone. I, Nitin Sonawane, on behalf of Anjuman Islam Kalsika Technical Campus, welcome to HSC graduate diploma holders and all our students and their parents for Career Opportunity Webinar Series organized by Anjuman Islam Kalsika Technical Campus, New Panvel. The series will focus on the career opportunity in various branches of engineering, pharmacy, and architecture. Today's webinar is based on the career opportunity in mechanical engineering. So to guide us, the career opportunity, we have our expert speaker, Mr. Jyoti Kumar Sir, a well-known sales and service professional of technical equipments. With our expert, we have Professor Zakir Ansari Sir, Head of Mechanical Engineering Department at Anjuman Islam Kalsika Technical Campus, New Panvel. So let us begin with our webinar by listening to the holy verses of Quran recited by Mr. Khalil Shah Sir. Over to Khalil Shah Sir.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين صدق الله العظيم. Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Khalil Sir. Planning a career is a lifelong process which is begin by choosing the right course of learning of one's choice. It is important to think wisely while selecting the right career and arriving at the right decision. But how you choose the right decision for a successful career? Well, don't worry, we will help you. But before that, the question comes, who we are? We are Anjuman Islam Kalsekar Technical Campus, an outstanding center for learning and development of human resource, which is beneficial to the fast changing national and international situation. The campus is value and need-based quality education provider in architecture, pharmacy, and engineering education to enable the student to grow towards their full potential and meet the high expectation of industry and society. So to become employable graduates. The campus is governed by Anjuman Islam, Mumbai, which was established in 1874. Currently, Anjuman Islam has 95 schools and colleges, wherein 1,10,000 students are taking education. So all of you, again, I welcome you. We are very privileged to have Mr. Jyoti Kumar Sir as an expert speaker for today's webinar on career opportunity in mechanical engineering. Sir did BTech in 1988 from Kerala. After graduation, Sir worked in motor and generation manufacturing for 7 years at Excel Engineering, Chennai. Then Sir made a shift to the aviation sector and took specialization in ground support equipment used in defense aircraft. In 2005, Sir started a company with handful of people as a service agency for defense aviation industry. Within a short span of 5 years, Sir started manufacturing unit in Mumbai for ground support equipment like aircraft starting generator, aircraft hydraulic system test unit, aircraft engine fuel consumption, and calibration machinery, etc. His company has developed many challenging products for Indian defense industry like missile fuelers, battle tank engine, cooling system test setup, automatically guided vehicle for ammunition preparation, etc. Currently, Sir is heading the company Nexa Mumbai, which is a strong candidate of the Make in India in the defense industry. We welcome you, sir, for this webinar and request to guide the student about the career opportunity in mechanical engineering. Over to Jyoti Kumar, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I am Jyoti Kumar. As the introducer told, I am heading a company called Nexa Mumbai. Just I want to tell you one simple thing. What is mechanical engineering and a career relation? Mechanical engineering, we say it almost includes every part of our life. For example, mechanical engineer is a creator by designer because he creates robots, he creates machines, creates bridges, he creates engines. Not only that, from day-to-day life to the very high-tech things like satellites and rocket science, everything related to a mechanical engineer in terms of design. Then comes the next part that we say the predictor, or we can say the analyst. By making an engine, a mechanical engineer is able to tell how long this will work, how much load it can take, how best it is, and how much sound it makes, how much heat it creates. So we are really a predictor. A mechanical engineer is a real predictor of machines. He can predict speed of engines, life of machines, strength of bridges, depth of heat. How can we change the climatic conditions? Then comes to the next part. So we can say an operator in some ways because we operate a CNC machines of very high tech, automated assembly lines. Like in automatic automobile industries, we get all nuts, bolts, wheels, engines, everything fitted in the automated method, and finally the finished product is coming out. There we are an observer, but not just an observer, but a quality observer. By seeing any deviation to the main line will be corrected by us. And then it comes a flight engineering controls because most of the common thing, uh, common man feels like only the pilots they fly the aircrafts, how they do it. But basically, before flying an aircraft, the engineers on ground makes it more and more accurate. They are increasing the efficiency and checking the capacity before they going onto the air. So there comes the flight engineering, also controlled by most of the mechanical shafts. Then the satellites, as you know, from the ground, the mechanical people are only accompanying mainly. Then we are the protectors, the maintainers, because anything happens to the plants, anything happens to the nuclear plants, anything happens to the construction machineries, we are called up and we will be guiding them to come back to the work. Then the tuners. The tuners means we always up to date our technologies, systems, and the mechanical. As a mechanical engineer, we suggest okay, this has a strength issue, this has a material issue, this has a design issue. We should modify it, and we enhance every product on every day, every time, whenever it is required and whenever we feel it is necessary. Then there are innovations. Okay, when we keep on working on machines, we feel okay, some of the machines are not up to the mark, or we feel, or some more the modifications or some more amendments will make them more and more interesting. So we go into a tuner or a modifier level. Then we also work as a destroyers of unwanted things, like a chemical decomposition of waste. Here also mechanical. Now previously it was only a chemical engineering, but now it has gone to chemical as well as the mechanical activities, which combine you do most of the decomposition methods. And the controlled demolition of old structures. This in the future. This will be the biggest issue. Now you are seeing that every day thousands of bridges, buildings, and many RCC structures are coming up. You think after completion of its life, how can we demolish them? How can it will be safer for us to work near to them? So this is these are the just I'm giving an idea is that your opportunities are vast, not really vast. Even the people, if the entire see the present engineering population of India is nothing. If it goes for 10 times also, we are having enough jobs in our place. But only thing is that we have to channelize it properly. For that, you all as a newcomers or freshers or students with eagerness to study should understand what are the main branches of the mechanical engineering. They are basically flow dynamics, that comes pneumatic and hydraulics controls, and these pneumatics and hydraulics can move almost everything in every part of machines. Then the vehicle engineering. So it is self-explanatory. Everybody is saying every day at least 10,000s of vehicles are coming onto the road, and this is never going to stop till the time it is completely choking up. But so still the vehicles are coming out, doesn't stop there, because we have to maintain it, we have to run it, we have to develop it, we have to redefine it. So this opportunities also, it will be everlasting. Then the aerospace engineering. Aerospace engineering, previously it was a very new field for India. Now only one aerospace manufacturing company was there in India post independence, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is having various branches, and they are manufacturing. They have initially started with assembling of aircrafts. They are importing some products and doing it here in India. Now they themselves started manufacturing many of the aircrafts in India. One of them you might have already heard about, LCA, Light Combat Aircraft. This is the aircraft completely manufactured in India by HAL Bangalore. Previously, there are Sukhoi 30 aircrafts. They were also manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited at their Nashik division. Okay, our company is mainly concentrated on this field, aerospace engineering, where we make some of the ground equipments which all are used in the Sukhoi 30 aircrafts. So we also always in need of good mechanical people. They are having innovative ideas. See, whenever there is a fresh mind comes, a fresh thing comes, we always welcome them, and even we do a lot of campus interviews and campus enrollments. There we will get even ideas that even we never dreamed of, because that is what is advantage of the new people coming into the system. So whenever the people come, they come with greater ideas, and so we also look for the new people, freshers, to come all the time. We are having a lot of engineers, because sometimes we feel we are having abundant engineers, but we look for a specific purposes, and most of the time we feel still we are much behind the actual requirement of the industry. Then comes the thermal engineering, that everybody knows. Everywhere there is air conditioners. Now the temperature, the global warming, and everybody is in need of air conditioning. And moreover, the machineries which are coming out now, everybody needs. See, most of the companies are going for industrial not because of their manpower, because of their machines. The new machines, whichever require a proper controlled environment to function them properly. So the thermal engineering, the scope of thermal engineering is logarithmically multiplied. So you can see it how fast it will be grown. Then comes the manufacturing engineering. What is manufacturing engineering? Here we comes see our export levels and China's exports levels. So I don't want to come out with the figures. That everybody will be knowing it by saying, or at least by saying everybody heard of it. So when China exports a 2,600 billion US dollar material, we may be hardly reaching into 10 to 20% of that. It is nothing because we don't have manpower. Of course, we are having manpower. We are not properly channelized. So we are having opportunities, but we need a channelization of this manpowers. That is what is the development now. The newly started this Make in India campaign. See, you all might have heard Make in India campaign. That is with a Lions logo. Everybody will be feeling happy about it. We were talking about thermal engineering. Then there is acoustic engineering. Various developments. See, basically now what I want to say is, when the exports of China is slightly declining in the last a short period. I don't want to discuss about the reasons, because everybody knows it. It comes everywhere. But now India, as a second player, the second most populated country, second fastest growing economy, with abundant manpower, with a very classical age group for working. Now here is the time we should understand importance of engineering, because previously any manufacturing sector he was having a pyramid type of structure. I mean to say that there will be a one production manager, and under the production manager there are 3 to 4 senior supervisors. Under them there will be 40 to 50 workers. Now the latest developments and the technological development and the new machines, that is made this pyramid structure into almost a cylindrical structure, because the person who was in charge, the floor manager, previously the industry was having, suppose if an industry having a 50 strength, a 50 people strength, the engineering manpower may be 2 or maybe the 5, because most of the time he was doing only the quality inspections, or he was giving some designs, or he was making the people to understand what is wrong. Now the scenario is changed, because now the labor class, unskilled labor on a factory is out of question, because we don't have such machines. We don't have the Hathoda Chapwala is not working now. Now the most of the works are done by high level machines. To operate high level machines, we need high level knowledge. We should know what is drawing. Yes, there we need an engineer. There we should know there is a computer interaction. There are CNC machines. We have a computer interaction with the machine. So we cannot just have a illiterate person to stand there and see the production. So we need another engineer there. Because what I simply want to say is the requirement of engineers in the industry is multiplied at least by 10 times. That is what is the presence. So now people will say that engineering colleges are both, but this everywhere there are engineering colleges. Now some of the engineering colleges are not filling completely. But it is not because of there is no opportunity. It is not because of whoever is doing the engineering are not going into the engineering professions. When you go into engineering profession, initially you may have to have a hardship, a little hardship. Like, see, we are talking about a mechanical engineering. This is the core engineering. This is engineering started from the day one, we call it engineering. Because this is the oldest engineering technology. We can say the biggest finding, that's the wheels. Wheels is a mechanical engineering, because the wheels is the biggest turning point of any human revolution. So, from there onwards, the mechanical engineer has got an importance. But that is still existing because the findings are not finished. There are much more machines are going to come. They have to come, because whenever there is a need, we all think of it. Now, how I don't understand how can a mechanical engineering profession can be stopped, because it is always growing. It is an evolution. So people, first of all, people should understand that if you study something in the colleges or in the schools, for example, in the schools also, you might have studied a lot of engineering, like a simple machines. Whenever we study a simple machine, if you go in deep, then you can understand that is the very base of all mechanics. How the force is applied, how better the force can be utilized. Or a small person with a finger can lift the entire aircraft. So you must understand what is aerodynamics. To know aerodynamics, you should go to mechanical engineering. So what I mean in totality, it is like this, because there are opportunities, there are colleges, there are students, but we have to channelize them properly. A right man should go to a right institute. The right institute should have right teachers. The right teachers should give the right output to the industry. Then the industry is waiting. Industry always need. If I also tell your mechanical department, not only mechanical, electrical, electronic, we always need manpower. Okay, when they come initially, okay, everybody may not be knowing it exactly what we need. So now your students are coming to us even during the period of training. We tell them, yeah, this is what we are looking for. We are not looking for rocket science every time. We don't want super calculations. We don't want super calculators. But basically what we need is how practically you can apply your knowledge. The knowledge level of you, your knowledge level may be much, much higher. How can you put that into the practical things? Because theories are not changed much. What is changed is the technologies. What is changed is the ideas. Okay. So how good we can intimate them? Because previously, for example, how an ambassador car was assembling in 1970s or 80s. Now, how a Hyundai is assembling. If I don't know how much you can see in the YouTube or wherever there is assembly lines, how fast and how accurate they are doing. The solar mechanical evolution. It doesn't mean that ambassador ke time we will have more jobs and now we don't have. It is vice versa. Because if the mechanical total automated mechanical line is coming means you are having more and more job opportunities because the operations are automated. So automation is always doesn't work as you see it in the videos because it will work only if you tune them fine. You tune them fine on everyday basis. And whenever there is a breakdown, it should be attempted with very fast rate. Then only the things will move. Yes. Now, last not but the least, basically I want to tell you one major thing. When you go for an engineering or whenever you are choosing a career, basically you should have some interest on that one. Because it is any profession or any career, it is a way of life. Because if you have some domestic problems or if you have some personal problems, still you may be able to survive. But if you have a professional problem, you will really have a tough time. So you must choose a profession or a career of your interest because human beings are spending maximum time in their profession. Okay, not for entertainment, not for enjoyment, not for any other activities, but the maximum time they are engaged on the profession. If you don't love your profession, you don't like your profession, then you will have a tough time ahead. So whoever listening to me, my request is, if you want to be a mechanical engineer, you should first you have a brief idea what is this mechanics. It is nothing like sitting in a big chair under an air-conditioned room and looking into the computer screen and doing designs. But it is not. That is not exactly the engineering. Of course, I also shown there is a design part. Before design, suppose you simply see one simple example of your even your juta, the chappal, the right from your chappals. See, making a chappal, you see it looks very simple, but how much evolution has come to the chappal? How much it has come? Your footwears, how many fold your footwears are changed, and footwears are changed according to the beauty concept, according to the comfort level, or according to the geographical condition. There are many things. So first you should know what is actual purpose of that footwear. Then only you can do your design. Okay. Then after knowing the complete purpose of that footwear, you can design that in the computer. But initially you sit design, and even if you don't know, see what is it, then it is not possible. So what I am saying is, first you should have an attitude to put your fingers into machines. A real hard fingers. Usko finger hard kala karne. Whoever comes to my organization, simply first thing is that, are you ready to work like a mechanic? Because even in my interviews or whenever I ask people, I ask simple questions. If you are having a motorbike at your home, are you opened it any time, any part of that, or tire puncture ho gaya, सीधा mechanic के पास चला गया? Are you opening it, and what is it? And what is the mileage? What is the CC of a engine? How the CC of the engine is calculated? How the CC of engine can be converted into the mileage? So see, what I'm saying is that if you should have an interest, why, what, and how, to the mechanical things, to the things around you, then you are a better candidate for mechanics. Because mechanics is, you can see, everywhere. Everywhere means everywhere, from your lift, from your steps. As I told you, in juta chappal, udhar se leke shirt may be, coat may be, chashma may be, it is everywhere. Because but you must know how it is aligned, how it is related to the mechanical thing. So there is nothing much more. If anybody is having any questions in this regard, they are welcome. Forward to the anchor, please.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this amazing and wonderful session. Okay. Now at Anjuman Islam Kalsika Technical Campus, Department of Mechanical Engineering is headed by Professor Zakir Ansari, sir. Sir is a mechanical engineering graduate and did his master in manufacturing. Sir has
Okay.
a massive 13 years of teaching experience and 2 years
Okay.
of industrial experience. Sir has published many research articles and is constantly engaged in creating the most effective system and procedure of skill-based teaching and learning. Sir played a key role in providing quality management system certificate ISO 9001-2008 for Anjuman Islam Kalsekar Polytechnic. He has also acted as a resource person for the various faculty training program on quality management system. So, to have an idea about the mechanical engineering course, I invite Professor Zakir Ansari sir to share his thought. Over to Zakir sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Nitin sir. And thank you, Jyoti Kumar sir, for giving a very brief overview of mechanical engineering. So you said that different functions of mechanical engineer is the creator, the predictor, observer, protector, modifier, and also destroyer. So all these
Yes.
roles are that of mechanical engineer. And even if the scenario changes, like now everybody is talking about artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all those modern tools for industry 4.0. So even the tools are changing, but these roles are not going to change. It may happen, as an example I will just tell you, it may happen that predictor and analyst, mechanical engineer has to play the role of predictor and analyst. So previously he used to do predictions based on the sensors, based on the sound, right? This time, after changing the scenario, he may do the predictions based on the sensors which will be able to sense very small magnitude. So this scenario will change, but the role will not change. So many of the students are having doubts that jobs of mechanical engineering will get depleted. So that will not happen. Only the jobs will get modified. You will have to be more interdisciplinary. You cannot just have the knowledge of mechanical engineering and you can go ahead. In order to succeed in your life, you will have to have the knowledge of mechanical engineering along with computer science, along with electronics, sensors, actuators, hydraulics, pneumatics, everything you have to learn. Then only there will not be any problem for you as a mechanical engineer. So this is what I thought I should add on. Uh, After this, I will just start sharing my screen. I'll share my screen. Today's opportunities, career options in mechanical engineering, as Jyoti Kumar sir started with it. I would be just doing some welcome of every participant, because the participants are mixed. Some are our students and some are those who are aspiring for engineering. So the participants are mixed. That's why, to give them a brief glimpse of what we are doing at Anjuman Islam's Kalsekar Technical Campus, that is the abbreviation that we are using is AIKTC. So what we are doing at Mechanical Engineering Department, we will just be telling or going through that presentation. So I welcome everybody to go through this mechanical engineering at Anjuman Islam Kalsekar Technical Campus. So my presentation would be very short and it would be covering the following points. First is introduction to the department, then human resources, infrastructures and lab, and key achievements of the department. So moving on with the introduction to the department, our department is one of the biggest at our campus AIKTC. Faculty strength is 21. Instructors and lab assistants are 10. There are 7 support staffs who look after the laboratories, classrooms, drawing halls, and the staff rooms. There is 1 clerk to assist to the students and do some things which are related to academics. There are 13 labs. Classrooms are 5, and 1 dedicated computer lab where the capacity is 25 students. So we are not using lab many a times. So it is unoccupied, and students can use that lab for their projects and other academic works. So I'll just let you go through the virtual tour of my department. So I'll just run a video so that you will come to know about the department. This is the team of mechanical engineering. The reception area, individual faculty cabins are allotted so that you can work, the faculty can work calmly, do publications, help students. So this was a virtual tour of what facilities we are having. I think everybody went through the different labs and infrastructure which is there at AIKTC. So for that I just made that video to have a virtual tour of our facilities. Now to move it, there are different achievements of our students. So I was telling you about the achievement of this year, that is academic year 2019-20. One of the students got the problem statement from the industry, that is scientific devices. These companies into manufacturing of different flow measuring devices. The problem statement given by them was to convert rotameter, which is an analog device, to a digital device with cost effectiveness. That was the problem statement. So our students worked on it. They worked on Arduino software, which is a free and open source software. They used that software and a few hardware devices and converted and tested the rotameter, analog rotameter, into digital rotameter. That was, you can say, achievement of this year, which the students have, you can say, worked on industry problem, and they solved the industry problem. In the last year or in previous years, we were able to successfully manufacture a 3D printer. So while this 3D additive manufacturing is into boom, everybody is talking about this additive manufacturing. Our students took a project and they successfully completed a 3D printer, which in which you can input file, any shape, 3D shape, and then it will to that software you can input it, and it will manufacture the same thing which is being imported in the form of that shape. Okay. Next is we do have a history of participating in certain national events like Go-Kart Championship and Mega ATV. So students have participated in that, and they have made these vehicles and participated in these kind of national events. So this was one of the student activities which we conducted. Rohan sir, please go to the next slide. Yeah, and in past, few of our students have achieved, they have acquired second prize at Maharashtra level for Mechanical Design Challenge, which was organized by Autodesk Inventor. So Autodesk Inventor is the same company who manufactures the, or rather who makes the AutoCAD. Everybody is knowing about AutoCAD software. So the AutoCAD software making company Autodesk, they had organized an event in which the students were asked to make a 3D model based on the problem statement. So our student participated in that event, and they stood second at Maharashtra level, and further their final round was taken at Bangalore, where they stood fourth. So this was achievement of past. And also one of the student groups has participated at IIT Bombay Tech Fest, prestigious event, that is Tech Fest of IIT Bombay. In that there was a sub event called Cantilever. There they have participated and they got third prize. So this is the achievements that our students are doing, and consistently at our institute level, we do have sports cultural event called Bonomi and technical event called Fuerza. So this is the event wherein sub-categories, sub-events took place. So every year, consistently,
the mechanical engineering department is performing as the best participating department of AIKT. We are performing consistently as the best performing department. So our students are possible because we are putting something on. We are investing on the students, and students learn and returning back. So these were few videos which unfortunately I cannot share because the network is very slow. It was very difficult for me to even upload this PPT and send to the answer. Anyway, whatever possible, I told you about mechanical engineering department, and once you enroll yourself for this, possibly it will be a favor for us to serve you, and we have a good infrastructure, good faculties, trained faculties. So it will be great to join mechanical. And as you know, you might be knowing that the current scenario, current prevailing circumstances are for computer science and education, but there is a role of mechanical engineering, and the students will definitely acquire skills, and surely they will be at the achiever's end if you choose mechanical engineering. Thank you. With this, over to you, Nitin sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, before I go to the question answer session, I request.
See, though very modestly, Professor Zakir said, we have got good infrastructure. No,
Correct.
it is not just good. So most of our laboratories are referred as role model laboratories in University of Mumbai. And
Yes.
Many a time, Dean Faculty of Technology of University of Mumbai, uh, you know, uh, says, refer other institutions to go and see laboratories developed by Kalseka Technical Campus. So our strength is our internal laboratories where students are supposed to work and explore. Right?
Right.
So that is one of the strengths. So it is not just good, the best infrastructure which has been created for the benefit of students. So this is what
Yes.
everybody should do. Right?
Now I would like to introduce our most dynamic educationist, Anjuman Islam, Dr. Abdul Razak Unutagi sir, who is currently acting as the director of Anjuman Islam Kalsika Technical Campus. Our director, sir, is a civil engineering graduate and did his master's from IIT Roorkee and PhD from IIT Bombay. Sir has more than 30 years of professional experience in the field of engineering education. While working as an assistant professor of civil engineering at MS Sabu Siddique College of Engineering, Sir received the Best Teacher Award amongst the various colleges of Anjuman-e-Islam for the year 1998-99. Sir continued progression in his teaching and got promoted principal of MS Sabu Siddique Polytechnic, Mumbai. During his tenure, Sabu Siddique Polytechnic was adjudged as the best polytechnic of Maharashtra state for the year 1999-2000. Also, the institute was cited as a role model polytechnic during the Sir's tenure. Sir is a devoted researcher also and has published numerous articles in international journals and has received the Outstanding Research Paper Award in the International Engineering and Technology Education Conference held at Taylor's University, Malaysia, and list is very lengthy. I think rather than listening about the director, sir, I will get you directly connected to our director, sir, Dr. Abdul Razak Unutagi sir. Over to director, sir.
Let me welcome all aspiring students who have come for this particular webinar to know, or to rather explore the possibilities of career building in the field of mechanical engineering. So the expert and also head of department of mechanical engineering must have given a lot of inputs about this particular field. So therefore, I also welcome on my personal behalf and also on behalf of Anjuman Islam today's resource person for this webinar for guiding our aspiring students. Only thing I would like to highlight, once you are introduced to this campus. Please remember that this campus, though developed, rather started in the year 2011, just about 9 years back. The most important thing is that it is affiliated and managed by a very historic organization named Anjuman Islam. So, as Nitin must have said, it is a 147-year-old organization having established prior to Aligarh Muslim University 1 year before, and it is the largest organization for minorities in the country. We have got 97 institutions, 110,000 students. Around 50% of its students are girls. Lot of focus and lot of pioneering projects were started by Anjuman Islam since its inception. So, for example, today's midday meal, this was conceptualized by Anjuman Islam. And over the time, the most beautiful thing of this organization is its maintenance of inclusive growth, keeping the secular credentials intact, even though it is a minority organization. So our doors are open for all. Therefore, we treat everybody with equal rights and equanimity. Equanimity is one of our, most essential slogans and value system. So therefore, if you are looking at exploring, building your career in mechanical engineering or otherwise, joining this multidisciplinary campus called Kalseka Technical Campus, it has everything for you. So the only limitation is that how much you explore. So the point is, now yesterday I was just attending that National Educational Policy, which was hosted by UGC and MHRD. So the focus was on multidisciplinary education. In due course of time, the campuses are going to be converted into multidisciplinary institutions, wherein the engineering, architecture, pharmacy, arts, fine arts, whatnot, everything, should be available for any student, and there is a flexibility kind of, things developed. So therefore, our campus started this multidisciplinary concept at the time of its starting only. So this was the beginning. So therefore, we fine-tune ourselves as per in line with the new educational policy in coming days. So you will definitely enjoy if you can be a student of this campus. Not only that, our Anjuman Islam's, philosophy is not a single student should be turned down because of not having fees or financial background. So there are many students who are unable to pay their fees, and in such cases, deserving cases, if they are coming from acute financial problems, so such students are supported completely or partly by the Anjuman Islam using its sources from philanthropists and donors. So, for example, in the last year itself, about 2.4 crores of zakat. So there is a concept called zakat. So where philanthropists and donors provide zakat, and that amount is passed to the deserving poor students. And not only that, we also have non-zakat funds. There are many even non-Muslim brothers and sisters providing philanthropic support to our campus, to Anjuman. Even that amount is disbursed amongst poor students who are not otherwise eligible for zakat. So that way, the Anjuman is very keen to take care of students coming from underprivileged and challenging backgrounds. So therefore, anyone who is willing to join this campus, if they really deserve to be an engineer or architect or pharmacist, so you are most welcome. And our slogan is, we do all that is required to be done for building your career. And we also have a commitment statement called, "We remain with you till you do not need us in any way." It is not like you join and you are not taken care. We take care during your 4 to 5 years here on campus, and even after you pass out, we always remain connected with you. So that is the idea of saying making a very bold statement called, "With you till you do not need us in any way." So this is what the campus, philosophy, the slogans, and these slogans are not only on paper, but whatever we do it very honestly. We never exaggerate anything which is otherwise being done as a part of marketing, but we never do that. So whatever we are, the same thing is being projected, and this is because it is because of the heritage carried by our parent body, Anjuman Islam. So therefore, I wholeheartedly welcome all aspiring students to understand what is all about the field of mechanical engineering, and also ensure that you choose your field of specialization or branch of study based on your aptitude. तो वो कहते हैं कि जो जो तुम्हारे दिल के करीब होता है उसी फील्ड में आपको आगे बढ़ना अच्छा है, क्योंकि उस फील्ड में तुम कामयाबी और तुम जीनियस भी बन सकते हो. So therefore, I appeal all of you, identify your aptitude and then accordingly choose your field of study. And this campus is open for building your career, and we are all committed for that. So thank you very much for giving me a brief, introduction and welcome for all on this occasion. So thank you, Professor Nitin. Thank you, Professor Zakir Ansari.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving this welcome address. And you very rightly said, sir, that choosing a career option for the future is very, very important. So for that, we are organizing for our students this career guidance opportunities. I will request all of us participants. There is a feedback and attendance link is given in the chat box. So please click on that and give your valuable feedback and attendance. Now with your permission of Jyoti Kumar sir and Professor Zakir Ansari sir, should we go for the question answer session?
I am ready.
Yes, sure.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now the students will go for the questions. So those who want to ask the question, they can type it in the chat box. So far, I have one question from the Prathamesh, and he's asking, is there any opportunity in welding career? He wanted to make a career in welding. So what are the good opportunity in future?
So welding as a profession, in which type of welding? There are around 10 to 20 types of welding that are normally used. One person is even asked the underwater welding. We are having a very shortage of underwater welders in India, because presently there are something around 400 open vacancies. You can see it in the web. So now that is one thing, and there are many welders, they do only the arc welding. There are very classifications of welding, but that better teachers will be able to tell. But we are using normally TIG and MIG welding. This has got opportunities, but if you see the salary or the income that is mentioned about salary, what can be the income? Or somebody is written underwater welding is highest paid or something I've seen. If you are before the career itself, if you think of incomes, that I will not be able to comment on that, but there are opportunities in welding, and welding is actually now come to an additive that your faculty was saying about additive manufacturing, that welding is also coming into an additive manufacturing technology now, like your 3D printing and all. So welding has got a very good career and in future, but you should think out of the box, not just arc welding or a TIG welding or a MIG welding. There are underwater welding, there are various technologies of welding. If you go into that level, obviously there are a lot of opportunities. That's what I mentioned in the beginning itself. There are 400 plus opportunities open in the website for the underwater welding. over it
Okay, sir.
from my end.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, we have one more question from Salman Ansari. Mumbai University has a very good syllabus for mechanical engineering. But the question comes back, when this theory part is there, why these students are not able to create that same thing practically, or they are not able to make the new project. So where is the lagging behind the theory and the practical? This is he wanted to know about.
See, that this is the thing I have mentioned in my previous speech also. Converting your knowledge into practical is possible. You see the requirements of the industry or what you are learning. Everyday basis, you should try to understand. Okay, if you are learning about changing of a linear motion to a circular motion, so that everybody knows how to convert linear into circular. Okay, this is possible to see you a video, or you can see, okay, engines mein ye hota hai. But are you any time tried with a small model? Are you any time tried to make a small model of that? 99% of the students have never tried and never thought of it. It looks very simple, but if you start making it, then only you will be able to understand how much mechanics is involved into it, how much engineering is involved into it. So basically that you study a lot, you muck up for the exams, you all want to do big things, you want to do robotics, you want to do microanalysis, you want to have mesh analysis, you want to go to higher end of Autodesk or ANSYS. But these all things, as I told you, the first thing you want to do is you should understand the machines. The machines you will be able to understand when and only when you go to the machines. See, you go to any industry, see that how it is working. So then you will come to know how to do project, what to do in the project. See, projects are nothing that is made in computer. The projects are to be made once you know, okay, how many of you have made a small car with the 4 wheels and a small steering sort of thing. Converting a steering to the wheel itself is a big technology. So once you start doing it, I have seen that you have shown that golf carts, that you are participated in some, what is that car event you have shown now in the presentation? Are you here? Hello?
Mega ATV and National
Mega ATV.
Championship.
You're right. So you, whether your people are made that vehicle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They have made it, and then they have participated in that racing event.
Correct. Such activities. See what happens. The entire batch will take credit of that. Okay, we made it. But how many of them are actually involved in it? Because I am having some of your students with me as well. So I have seen that. See, there are good people. There are very good people. They, from the day one itself, they want to apply their knowledge into various fields. Then it is very easy coming out of after 4 years or 4.5 years. You will be a very good engineer, a real engineer who can make any project. But till the time 4.5 years or 4 years, you have never seen anything outside the machines other than what is there in the lab. Okay, you will have maybe fantastic. But again, the labs are limited. Labs are to teach people about the concepts, but labs are not teaching about machines. They teach you concepts. But when you go to industries, even you simply go to an automobile workshop nearby, you can learn a lot of engineering. You will see a lot of things what they do is not taught in your career. So I always advise, instead of sitting in the classroom and doing it, do at least twice in a month, or at least 3-4 days in a month. You should go to nearby industries, how they are doing, what they are doing. वो तो हम जुगाड़ बोलते हैं, जुगाड़ इंजीनियरिंग बोलते हैं, हथौड़ा इंजीनियरिंग बोलते हैं. 4 days in a month, you should go to वो तो हम जुगाड़ बोलते हैं sort of engineer, then you will be able to make any projects. At least you will come to know कौन क्या कहाँ से मिलता है. He is asking how to do a project. To do a project, you need the components to make, na? So that components, you should know where the components are coming from, how the components are coming from. So the basic bag, anybody can do that. Okay, your syllabus is good, your teachers are good, faculty is good, you are good, but you are product of it. So to do that slowly in a very slow manner, you join whatever they are making it, make a product, then you will come to know how it is, how easy it is and how difficult it is. That is why you are unable to do a project, unable to do project, but a bad project. Project you are trying to do that, he is not saying. So if you want to do more about it, you can put me a mail into it. I will tell you what are projects you are trying to do it and why it is not happening. I hope that is sufficient.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there is one more question from the diploma student. He want to ask that the Mumbai University is offering a degree course. Those who have done the diploma in automobile engineering and diploma in mechanical engineering, so they can do the degree course in mechanical engineering. That means the students who did the diploma in automobile engineering, he can go for the mechanical engineering course. And if he can, so he want to understand what is the difference between the mechanical engineering and automobile engineering.
Yes, I think these two are allied disciplines. So doing diploma in automobile can go for degree in mechanical and vice versa. And there is not much difference in mechanical and automobile. The only major difference is that automobile is very relevant to automobiles, those parts, and mechanical engineering is integrated course in which we are going to we are going to teach about, Jyoti Kumar sir was telling about the different dimensions of a mechanical engineer. So we are going to teach in mechanical engineering course about all those different dimensions of mechanical engineer. While in case of automobile, the major focus is on automobile, so different parts of automobile, chassis, engine, and different systems. So that is the major difference. But as such, if you talk about mechanical engineering is appropriate because there are more opportunities available after you do your mechanical engineering compared to you complete automobile engineering. So that's why I think preferable is mechanical engineering.
I think there is one more question. Sir, if you can take it from Navid Mujhawar.
So he's asking for, the question is, what is the difference in Bachelor in Engineering Mechanical and BTech Mechanical?
Achha.
Yeah, okay, I'll give the answer.
Yes, sir.
Basically, there is no much difference. It is just the name of that degree. But, it depends on the organization providing. For example, we are affiliated to University of Mumbai. So University of Mumbai will give BE degree, Bachelor of Engineering, to every affiliated college. But suppose if I am autonomous institute or autonomous university, and then we have decided to offer BTech degree. So they will be offering BTech degree as some of the NITs and IITs and some autonomous colleges, they offer this kind of degree. There may be a small difference between in terms of some additional part given in BTech. For example, I also did my engineering and I am also having BTech degree. So the difference between BE and BTech was we did have our internships in between. After first year, second year, third year, we were to do internships compulsorily. They were having marks, but equivalent BE course at that time was not giving the opportunity of doing compulsory internships. So this is a difference. And majorly, if you talk in terms of contents, that BTech is more preferable, BE is less preferable, or vice versa. It is nothing like that. Both are equivalent, and as such, there is no major difference between a BE degree or a BTech degree.
Okay, sir.
Over
Okay,
to
sir.
you,
Thank you
Mr.
very much. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So far, we had these many questions. Now, I hope all our participants, they must have filled the attendance and the feedback link. Rohan sir has also given the YouTube video link, and I'm sure that our students will watch after that. Now coming to the end of this session, I will propose to the vote of thanks. On behalf of Anjuman-e-Islam Kalsikar Technical Campus, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our expert speaker, Mr. Jyoti Kumar sir, for his valuable guidance and the orientation of career opportunity in mechanical engineering. Thank you very much, sir. We wish to thank our Honorable President of Anjuman-e-Islam, Dr. Zahir Kazi sir, General Secretary, Mr. G.A.R. Sheikh sir, the management and office bearers of Anjuman-e-Islam, Mumbai, including our beloved Executive Chairman, Mr. Burhan Hani sir, and our Director of Anjuman-e-Islam Kalsikar Technical Campus, Dr. Abdul Razak Munitari sir, for constant support and encouragement. We are equally thankful to the student participants and their parents for attending this webinar. Lastly, I wish to thank our Professor Zakir Ansari sir and his mechanical engineering department, including the AIKTCN media team, for organizing this webinar. Dear students, regarding the admission process, please feel free to call us on our number, which is shared on the screen, or you can also visit us at www.aiktc.ac.in. Thank you very much.